Retro style designs always sell super well on Etsy. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make those retro style t-shirt designs using Kittl. And if you don't have Kittl yet, go ahead and sign up for free using the link down in the description, and then you can follow along with this tutorial. So let's get started. So just taking a brief look at the top selling shirts for retro style designs, we can see a lot of lettering going on here. And in Kittl, we already have a ton of fonts that you can utilize in this same style, this kind of hippie, retro, kind of really funky, psychedelic style fonts, as well as some just really beautiful script style fonts. And you can go to the other tab there and find a lot of those there. Now, I want to show you a couple of tricks to make your type stand out. So we can do things like inner, outer, and double border. So with the inner border, all we have to do is select our font and then go to the border weight, and you can see here it's basically making an inside border or a stroke. So if we go all the way like that, you see it kind of looks a little bit messy, so you want to be careful with not going too heavy on a stroke that's inside. Now with the outer stroke, this one is basically an offset path, so we can click any of these shading effects here. So let's click this one, and by default there is an offset here, but if we just take that all the way down to the left, take it off, we can still add an outline width or an offset path or a border weight or whatever you want to call it. And boom, we can make an outer border and make it really thick and crazy, or we can make it, about where we had the first one. Now we can also do a double border, which is basically just combining those. So we'll take off the offset, we'll add an outer width, we'll make it that same 10 that we did for the one that's before that. Now we can go back to the original border weight, which is basically a stroke, and then we will give it maybe a little bit of a lighter pink, add some more border weight, and you can see here you can create some really cool effects here with utilizing both the outer and the inner border there. And then of course you could always play with the offset if you wanted to still make some kind of retro psychedelic looking type design here. So I want to show you how you would do that with script, because if you might notice that with inner border, if we add a stroke, you can see that the pieces that carry over into the next part of the letter, which is how the script fonts are designed, are basically having their own stroke effect. So this is okay. Don't worry, because what we can do is select it and just do the outer border trick, which is giving it a shadow. And then once the shadow is selected, we can give it an outer width, which will basically make it look like it has a stroke of its own, an outer width of its own. And all we have to do is take off the offset, and boom, there you go, a very clean offset path. Now, if you're not super familiar with color palettes or kind of struggling, Coolors is a great website you can utilize to find colors that you might want to use. So for example, this pink one right here is catching my eye, and I think it fits in nicely with the Etsy listings that we saw earlier. And what's really nice about this is you can just click one, which will copy this code here to your clipboard. So for example, if I clip this one, boom, it's copied. All I have to do is go back to Kittl, and now to start crafting our own color palette, what we can do is just add a basic shape, and then once we size it to where it needs to be, we'll go to the object color, click the hex code, delete that, and then paste in the new one. And then what I'm going to do here is actually duplicate this. You can hold Alt or Option and drag, and now I'm going to speed through this process for you and basically upload this whole color palette here, which may take you just a minute or two to get it in there. You could also upload an image if you want. Now what we're going to do is select all of it and put it off the board. So if you hit W, it's the trim view, we can just pull this off to the side, and now you can see in the bottom right hand corner of Kittl we have all of our project colors there. So let's add some text with the T button, and then we are going to get started with our actual design. And the quote that we're going to use is, "All you need is love and coffee." It's very fitting, it's very 60s, and so this font is also kind of, I would say, reminiscent of that style. And as you saw in the Etsy listings, this kind of style will sell really well. So let's put our second part, is love, on its own line of text. And the reason that we're going to do that is we're going to size it up so that we fill this kind of rectangle space. Okay, so if we tried to do it all in one text box, we wouldn't be able to make an effect like this. And also we're going to add some wave effects in a second to make it even more funky. So now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of humor and put "and coffee" here. So all you need need is love and coffee. Again, we're mixing kind of, pop slogans and phrases like that with a little bit of humor. And so I think and coffee is good. Now, I would suggest increasing some letter spacing, especially if the subtext is kind of small. It just makes it easier to see. The legibility is a little bit better there. And so now what we're going to do is add a wave effect to this, which is super easy to do in Kittl. So if we hit the distort, I know we have one that says wave, but that's not exactly what I mean. The distort one is the one that we want. And so you see that there are points along here. Some of them are anchor points and some of them are handles. So this one, for example, is a handle. So if I hold the shift button and move it up, it keeps everything intact the way it needs to be. And now I can make this really cool kind of funky, wavy, warped effect, which is basically what is happening with the distort tool there. It's basically bending and distorting the type. Now I want to do the same thing on the second line of type, which is basically make it follow the same path. So I'll grab the top point for this one and lift it up so that it follows that same curve. So now we've made a perfect rectangle. We basically fit this text inside of a rectangle perfectly with a warped kind of distorted path. Hey, real quick, if you're getting value out of this video, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button and that red subscribe button, and then let me know down in the comments, do you like this style of retro design, and are you trying to sell retro designs like this? Let me know down below, and let's get back to the tutorial. So now all we got to do is start working on our colors to make sure that it fits the palette that we picked out earlier on the Coolers website. So I'm going to give it this nice kind of tannish, pinkish tan here, and then I'm going to add the shading, and I'm going to use the tactics that I already showed you earlier about using offset path and outer width and things like that. And so what I'm going to do is give this a dark brown offset because we are mixing that coffee in there with the love quote. So it's not necessarily all red and orange and pink and things like that. We are mixing coffee with this. So I think that that actually works there together. And I'm going to do the same thing with the second text. I'm going to make that coffee the brown text. And so what I think we can do that's even cooler is if you hit Command C and Command V, you can paste the object here, and then we can grab the second one. Basically, you've pasted the same text twice. Go over into the effects panel, change the color of your shadow. So I'm going to go one to the left. I'm going to go to this kind of off pinkish one here. And what we can do is increase the offset here so that it makes this double shadow effect. So that's a really, really neat way to do it. Probably take you forever to figure that out in Illustrator, but I'm going to do the same thing with the top text here. And then what I think would maybe tie it together is actually a coffee element. Right now we don't exactly have coffee fully fledged. It's there kind of in the bottom, but if we add a little coffee element, and I'm thinking maybe a coffee bean here, we could tie it together. So we can scroll through all of these different coffee elements, and I like this one on the left, and I just noticed that it'll fit this circle here. So that's kind of cool and playful, is we can actually put that coffee bean and replace it with the circle there, and I think that will really tie the love quote along with coffee together and be, just another part of visual interest that I think would catch someone's attention. Now you can hold shift and you can skew these elements so that they are easier to manipulate. So it may take you just a little bit to try to tweak it and make sure that it fits this circle here. But what I'll do is make it the same colors, and boom, now we've got a coffee bean for our in the circle in love. And now I'm going to add some hearts. Again, we're tying the love and the coffee element together here, making a basic, retro text-based t-shirt. And so once we have that together, Printful is a great supplier for print on demand, and a lot of times they will already give you the hex codes here when you hover over the swatches. So all you'd have to do is grab the hex code of the color of the shirt that you want to use, and then what we can do is we can go back over into Kittl, and I can type in that hex code or paste that hex code to make sure that my design is going to work on that color shirt. So already seeing the coffee is not going to work, right? So we need to grab coffee, and you could duplicate this template so that you have one for light shirts and one for dark shirts. You could have multiple listings, things like that. And so maybe something like this I think would work together, is that top color tan, and I'm thinking that that looks really nice, and it's tied together with that coffee bean in the middle. Now to export, we want to remove our background, of course, and you can also increase your sizing up there. You can increase your width and height. I think PNG would be fine, especially for Printful or Printify. You could always check back and see what dimensions that you need for your t-shirt design. Make sure it fills up the artboard space as well. And here is our completed retro lettering. All you need is Love and Coffee design made in Kittl. It's ready to be published and become a bestseller. Now, if you want to see other tutorials using Kittl, I have these videos here on my right that I know you're going to enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos and features and things like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.